People not be smart, Tinubu that they feel the heat, gang up against him right from the Senate. Yes, a Niger senator named Senator Ndumi has accused Tinubu of wrongdoing. Yes, the young government that is trying to gain his feet, made ECOWAS a chairman in a time of war, has been accused by the North because the North has told him, you cannot go to war with Niger. Niger is our brothers. And the North has told him, they've repeatedly warned him regarding his actions. Right now, he's been told, you are committing some wrong things, and then we are watching. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Tinubu accused of wrongdoing. We are watching you, and we will respond accordingly. Senator, Senate Chief Whip, Senator Ali Ndumi has levied inappropriate actions at the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over some measures he led Nigeria to take against Niger, arising from the Nigerian military's uprising power from President Mohamed Bazoum. Tinubu has ordered the closure of Nigerian-Niger border alongside cutting off power supply to the nation. The Economic Community of West African States, which is chaired by Tinubu, is also approaching the corridors of Niger and preparing to go to war against that country. Dundumi, at a virtual ECOWAS parliamentary meeting on Saturday, said the president, by those decision, oversteps his authority. We are the representative of the people. Whatever action that must be taken should be dependent on what our people want. The ECOWAS chairman, President Tinubu, wrote to the Nigerian senator on the planned military intervention in Niger and the Red Chamber. The opposition against Niger, as though we have concluded, is not the way to go. When you want to discuss with somebody, you don't start on accusation, you go on dialogue. Opposing the forces of the member states and planning to join ECOWAS is overstepping of your bounds. President Tinubu has no right to close Nigerian border and to cut off electricity without approval from the Nigerian National Assembly. It is not the Jita that are suffering the sanction, but the innocent people who transact with us, and we ourselves are suffering. The senators representing Borno South said, we will answer appropriately. Tinubu has overstepped his bound. He ought not to. He has no part in it. He should not. If he wants to do anything, we should be asked, and the Senate should deliberate on it with everybody appropriating the right position before we can decide if this is what we want. You have closed the borders, but the people of Niger suffer for it. So the North has replied Tinubu. They say, Tinubu, you don't match line. You don't match line. You don't match line. Say, and you will answer to you appropriately. Do you know what you've done? Who asked you to go and close border against Niger? Why? Why? Where did you get that from? Who is discussing that with you? Who asked you to close border against Niger? How come? From where to where? You can't do that. You just can't do that. It's not your call. Every single one of us should be part of the decision making. And that is why there is a body, the legislative chamber. You're supposed to ask, and questions to be directed, answers to be given appropriately. You did not ask us. We were not in the picture. You woke up one morning, you jump into conclusions that the Niger has done this after discussing with outsider without taking appropriate decision from you and with your people. You jumped in and you said the Niger, who told you that they have committed a crime? They are our brothers. According to Babangida, I said Niger Republic is the only country that came to Nigerians' rescue during the time of the civil war. I said Niger was the only country that, that came through for Nigeria. Every other place abandoned the country. They've always seen themselves as brothers. And it dated back to, the 18th century, how long they've come before before the whole colonization thing and all that happened. Saying what you're doing now, nobody sent you. This decision you're making is more of self rather than, you're trying to prove a point to the people. Who is backing you up with all of this you're doing? And so the North has responded vehemently, saying, Tinubu, you see, you are beating too much than you can chew, and it is not the way to go. You are beating more than you can chew. You are. And we must tell you, you are actually beating more than you can chew. And we're not happy. We're not. We're not happy. And if you continue in this way, we're going to respond to you in the most appropriate manner, and you won't believe it. You won't believe it, because we will come at you with everything we've got. You can't do that. You can't do that to people. You've closed the borders now. Nigerians are the ones fighting him. How can you close the borders and expect that everybody should be smiling with you? Is it the Niger data that are suffering the closure of the border? When the Nigeria government closed the border, even if the price of rice and everything becomes how much, we did not be able to afford it. They will. But who suffers for it? Who suffers? Yes, na answer. Who suffers? The masses, exactly. When you go ahead and you say, oh no, people must do this, they must do that. Who suffers for it? The masses. You can't do that. You can't do that. You just can't do that. You just can't do that. So the North is very angry, and they are responding to Tinubu appropriately. And they said he has acted like a child. He has taken steps beyond his jurisdiction, his power, his office, and he will be faced. He will be mashed up accordingly, and he should not think that this is the end of it all. Don't go ahead and put wahala on yourself. Be careful. Don't put trouble on yourself, because the truth of it is that at the end of the day, anybody that pushes you to any wrongdoing will not be there. It's like a parent telling a child, okay? A parent telling a child, this your friend that you are following. When the chips are down, you'll be all alone. You see this your friend, they will run to the house and they'll say, Mommy, they're also looking for solids. When you join a friend to go and bully other children, know that you also face it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.